Good morning to all population. Today we have a very special guest. Let's welcome the German historian Peter Rakenhuis, with whom we are going to chat for a while about current history and the Russo-Ukraine conflict.
Thanks, my friend. I'm also so happy from being here and share with another historic enthusiastic as you, and also share my knowledge with the wonderful public we have in this podcast.
Have you seen what is happening in Ukraine?
Of course, but I think it's not comparable with what Hitler does.
Let's give our audience a little historical context.
Okay, my friend. Adolf Hitler was an Austrian dictator who served as supreme and military leader in Germany through his life, following the principles of Nazism, which consist in a combination of nationalism and socialism. This ideology generally follows Marx socialism, but has some changes. Hitler came to power on 13 January 1933, which with his party. I tried earlier in a cop and was imprisoned for 5 years.
Don't forget also about Franco, the Spanish dictatorship. Francisco Franco was born in Galicia on December 4th of 1892. His father was a captain in the Navy who became Quartermaster General of the Navy. His mother was Maria del Pilar Vagamonde, who also came from a family with a military tradition. Franco was sent to Africa during the colonial struggle with Maghreb. There he quickly rose through the ranks and he became general. This opened the door to the bourgeoisie and gave him some recognition in the army.
He wasn't an angel, but we can't compare to Hitler because of several things. He was probably the worst human in the history.
Why do you think he's a menace in human history?
For example, because Hitler was military during the First World War, also because he was a dictator in a country where he did not born. He tried to provoke a putsch in Germany, and also because he had killed more than 3 million of Jewish because the Holocaust. Can a human be worse state leader than Hitler?
Well, yes, he was horrible, but Franco has done bad things like killing 50,000 people, extrajudicial murders. During his government, large numbers of disappearances were recorded, positioning Spain as the second country with more disappearances after Cambodia. He also used concentration camps as Hitler.
This is not good, but we can compare the Hitler dictatorship with extrajudicial murders.
We've already talked about the bad things they did, but now it's time to talk about the good ones.
For example, Hitler did more things bad than good, but also all of the things he do were not bad. For example, Hitler built roads of 120,000 kilometers. He turned Germany into a world power in record time, and finally he created train networks so that whole families could go on vacation. And what important things do Franco do?
Franco eliminated unemployment, created public companies, built swamps that generated electricity for the city, and with this, he also improved the agriculture and potentiated this type of market. He created the social security health system that we use today, and finally, he eliminated free layoffs.
In conclusion, both have been despreciable people in one or another way, but I think we finally agreed that Hitler was worse than the Spanish men because the things I have said. But Franco also did bad deeds. Neither is an example to follow about anything.
Thanks for listening our 8th podcast. We thought you had fun. That is for today's chapter.
Here you have the social media of the podcast channel and of its brilliant interviewer.
Bye bye, knowledge tripulation.